Hey guys, today I've got a fun deck profile. It is Imperialdramon from EX3. He's a red and purple base color instead of the usual blue and green, and he's got some interesting new tricks to show off. So why don't we dive right into the deck. So first off, we have our babies, Imperialdramon from BT3, and he has an on deletion effect that says trigger draw one, then trash one card. So pretty basic, pretty standard baby in purple. Everybody runs Imperialdramon. Probably the best baby purple has. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. Next we have Vmon. So Vmon has a 3 cost. He can digivolve from a red or a purple for 0. He has 1k, and he has an on-play effect that says, by trashing one card with Imperialdramon in its name or free in its traits in your hand, draw 2 cards. He also has an inheritance that says, while you have a purple Digimon in play, the Digimon gets plus 2000 DP. So it's a pretty good draw card. You play him, you can trash Digimon free in its traits or Imperialdramon, which you're going to have a lot in your deck, and you just draw 2 cards. And what's great with this deck is that you want certain cards to be in your trash, so you're able to set up your combo just by playing this card. So next we have Wormmon. He needs a 3 cost, digivolves from purple and red, and 1k, just like Vmon. And he has an on-play effect that says, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. Add 1 red or purple card with free in its traits, or 1 card with Imperialdramon in its name from among them to your hand. And trash 1 card following the same requirements. Place the remaining cards at the bottom of your deck in any order. Then he has an inheritance that says, all turns, while you have a red Digimon in play, this Digimon gains Retaliation. So he's your basic search card. You play him to reveal the top 3 cards, and you add cards to your hand. And you can also put cards in your trash, which is pretty nice, because this deck really does want to have cards in your trash. So we have 4 of him. So next rookie is Gabumon. He's from ST6, the purple starter deck. So he's a 3 play cost, 0 Digivolve, 2k DP, and he has an inheritance that says, when attacking, trigger, draw 1 card, then trash 1 card in your hand. So this card's really good at accelerating your draw power and as well as filling out your trash. And building a stack that you can just swing with without having to really worry about if it's dying or not. But generally you're going to have these guys here to build your big stacks with. You'll see why soon as we get further into the deck. So our last level 3 is Assistamon Blanc from the ST12 Jessamon starter deck. So she has a 3 cost, 3000 DP, and she has an on-play effect that says, by trashing 1 card in your hand, draw 2 cards. She has another effect, but we're not really going to worry about that because all she really is being able to just play her, trash a card, and then draw 2 cards. She's really good at accelerating and getting draw power and getting what you need, getting your pieces out. And then you can just swing with her. And that's really about it. That's Sistermon's role, drawing and dying. So those are the rookies. We're running 14 of them. I think it's a pretty solid and pretty decent ratio for the rookies. I mean, technically we're just running 12 because these are just bonus rookies. But you know what I mean. So next we have our level 4s. Here's Flamedramon. We're running 4 of him. So he has 5 on play, 2 to digivolve from a red or a purple, and he has 5k DP. So he has a digivolving effect that says, activate one of the effects below. One of your other Digimon may digivolve into a purple level 4 Digimon card with free in its traits from your trash for its Digivolution cost. Or you may DNA digivolve this Digimon with one of your other Digimon in play into a Digimon in your hand by paying its DNA Digivolution cost. He also has an inheritance that says, end of turn, you may DNA Digivolve this Digimon and one of your other Digimon in play into a Digimon with one of your Digimon in hands by paying its DNA Digivolution cost. So it's basically just the same as this one. So this card really helps accelerate your Digivolutions and getting your DNAs fast and basically bringing Imperialdramon out in 1 turn. Very important card for the deck. You either want to have this card in your hand or in your trash. And then its counterpart, Shadramon. So it's basically the same stats and has the exact same effects. The only difference is that it says that one of your other Digimon may digivolve into a red level 4. So basically, they're opposites of each other. If you have Flamedramon in your hand, you want to digivolve, then he should be in your trash. If you want to if he's in your hand, you want to digivolve, then Flamedramon should be in your trash. And they both let you DNA digivolve with the inheritance. So when we're level 4, we have Agunimon, and he's just here to steal out games. We run 2 red tamers in the deck. Being able to just digivolve onto one of your tamers and basically swing for game, it's just too good not to have in your deck. You could also swap this card for Blitz Omnimon, but for now I'm trying out with the tamers, and I think he's a pretty solid pick. So next we have our level 5s. Here's Dinobemon. So he costs 8 to play. He costs 4 to digivolve on a purple or red, and he has 8k DP. And he has a DNA digivolve cost that's 1 red and purple level 4. So there's a when digivolving effect that says, when DNA digivolving, you may play 1 Imperialdramon from your trash without paying its memory cost. And he has an on deletion effect that says, you may play 1 Wormmon from your trash without paying its memory cost. He also has an inheritance that says, your turn. While this Digimon has Imperialdramon in its name, it can attack your opponent's unsuspended Digimon. So as you can see, you DNA Digivolve into this guy, and then you play Imperialdramon from your trash, and if you have one of these guys under him, you can then DNA Digivolve right into Imperialdramon. So we run 4 of him. Next is Imperialdramon, and he's pretty much the exact same as Dino Beamon, except on deletion you can play Vmon, and then his inheritance says, your turn. While this Digimon has Imperialdramon in its name, it gains security attack +1. So you DNA Digivolve into these guys. You can play the other one from your trash for free, and then with the other inheritances of these guys, you can DNA Digivolve straight into Imperialdramon. This deck is all about accelerating right into your level 6 in basically one turn. Then we have one more level 5, and it's just Chimeramon. And he's just here to, in case you just don't have your other level 5s, or maybe you just have 2 purple or 2 red level 4s. He's just here to help you out in case you need it. That's really it. He's just a little tech card, and you could probably just swap him out for something else, but I'm just trying him out here. So now onto our level 6s, the main attraction of the deck. So here's Imperialdramon, Dragon Mode. So he's a 12 cost to play, 4 to Digivolve from a purple and a red, and he has 12k DP. He also has a DNA Digivolve cost, that's a purple and a red level 5. So he says, when DNA Digivolving, your opponent chooses one of their Digimon, destroy all of your opponent's other Digimon, other than the chosen Digimon, then Blitz. Then he says, when attacking once per turn, this Digimon gets plus 2000 DP for the turn, then this Digimon may Digivolve into one Imperialdramon Fighter Mode in your hand for its Digivolution cost. So I was saying you can DNA Digivolve all into Imperialdramon at the end of your turn, then your opponent deletes every single Digimon except for one that they control, and then you can Blitz. And then for his attacking, he can Digivolve into Fighter Mode. And that's any Fighter Mode. It doesn't just have to be Fighter Mode from EX3. So we're going to run 3 of him, because I think 3 is a pretty solid number. There's easy ways to recycle in the deck, and with all my playtesting so far, I haven't had trouble running into him. So our next level 6 is Imperialdramon Fighter Mode. So he's 13k to play, 5 to Digivolve from purple and red, and he has 13k DP. And he has a black bar evolution that's Digivolve 2 if name contains Dragon Mode. So he can Digivolve onto any Dragon Mode for 2 memory, even the older ones. So he has Piercing, and then he says, when Digivolving, by returning one Imperialdramon Dragon Mode from this Digimon's Digivolution cards to the bottom of its owner's deck, it doesn't activate security effects on cards it checks for the turn. And that even includes Tamers and Digimon. It's not like a Delicate Plan where it's option cards. This says security effects. Really strong stuff. And then he has an on-deletion effect that says you may play one Wormmon and one Vmon from your trash without paying his memory cost. So even if he dies, you get your 2 rookies back on the field, and you can pretty much just do the whole combo all over again the next turn if you have all the pieces. And all you really need to have is the 2 rookies on the board and a level 4 in your hand and a level 5 in your hand, and everything else has to be in the trash. Also, you need to have Imperialdramon in your hand, but other than that, you just need to have the rest in your trash. So now we're Tamers. So we're running 2 Ties. Tai is our memory tamer. He also gives our stack +1 security. Chances are your stack is going to have more than 4 sources, so you will be swinging for more. With these cards out in the field, you will be swinging for 3 extra checks, which is pretty nice. Next, we have 3 Analog Youth. Analog Youth is a really nice searcher. It only costs 2. It says, on play, reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add 1 Digimon card among them, trash the remaining cards. So not only are you able to get a Digimon that you might need, you can also get Digimon into the trash that you might need. Really handy. He also has an all turns effect that says, when one of your level 5 or higher Digimon Digivolution cards is deleted, you may suspend this tamer. If you do, gain 1 memory, then hatch 1 Digi-Egg from an empty space in your breeding area. So it just synergizes with the deck. I mean, Imperialdramon Fighter Mode does have an on-deletion effect. A lot of these Digimon do have on-deletion effects in their inheritances. So just having more rewards for when your Digimon die is just really nice and handy. Those are our tamers. And now we have our option cards. So we're running 1 Calling from the Darkness because it will be limited by the time the set is legal. So it only costs 1, and it says main, delete 1 of your Digimon. Then return up to 2 purple Digimon cards from your trash to your hand. Now, you don't even have to delete a Digimon to have this effect activate. If you don't have a Digimon to delete, you can still play this and then just return 2 cards from your trash. And it's a security effect, adds it to your hand, so that's really, really handy. Really solid card. This card's main purpose in the deck is basically just to get your Imperials back into your hand. Other than that, you just use it when you need it. So just running 1, of course. Next we have Mist Memory Boost. We're running 3 of it. It costs 3, and it says, main, trash the top 2 cards of your deck and draw 1. Then place this card in your battle area. And its delay effect says gain 2 memory. So, you know, it's pretty solid. It lets you get cards into your trash, and it also lets you draw a card. And then you can delay it for gaining memory. And then its security also lets you place it in the battle area. And last but not least, we have Crimson Blade, and we're running 3 of it. So it's a 6 cost, and so it says reduce the memory cost of this card in your hand by 1 for each Digimon your opponent has in play. Then it says main, delete all of your opponent's Digimon with 6,000 DP or less. Your opponent can't play Digimon effects until the end of your opponent's next turn. And then security effect says activate its main effect. So this card is really handy. It's great at wiping wide boards, and it also stops your opponent from sneaking out some Digimon through effects and all that. So that's Imperialdramon and EX3. It's a pretty fun deck, and it's a really cool idea, but I'm a little disappointed because sometimes it just doesn't work, or I should say most of the time. Maybe it's just me, but most of the time it feels like you're spending more memory than you really want to just to get a few attacks into security. You're not necessarily swinging for game, because usually the memory is moving over to your opponent's side by the time you have fighter mode out. You just have to be kind of smart with the way you play the deck, making sure that you have your pieces out and ready to play without necessarily swinging over to your opponent's side of the field, you know. And what's great about this deck too is that you can use this to just knock out security on your opponent's side of the field, or you can just do this combo to win the game. So why don't we check out the combo? This is your board state. You have tie out, so you have 3 memory at the start of your turn. You have Vmon out, you have Wormmon in your breeding area, and then in your trash, you have Shadramon and Dinobemon. And then in your hand, you have Imperialdramon, Flamedramon, and then both Imperialdramons. So at the start of your turn, you promote Wormmon. Then you Digivolve Vmon into Flamedramon. You pay the 2 memory, you draw your card, and then you activate Flamedramon's Digivolution effect. Will let you Digivolve Wormmon into Shadramon. And you have to pay the memory, so you're paying 2 memory. Now the memory is over on your opponent's side, but Shadramon's when Digivolving effect will still activate, which lets you DNA Digivolve them. So you DNA Digivolve them into Imperialdramon. Bam. Now Imperialdramon has a DNA Digivolving effect that says, when DNA Digivolving, you can play Dinobemon for free from your trash. Boom. Now, memory's on your opponent's side of the field still, so now you have end of turn from Flamedramon, which says you can DNA Digivolve these 2. So now you DNA Digivolve both of them into Imperialdramon Dragon Mode. Now Dragon Mode's Digivolving effect will activate. Your opponent chooses one of their Digimon, you trash the rest, and then he blitzes. And now he has a when attacking effect, so he gets plus 2,000 DP, and now he can Digivolve into Fighter Mode by paying its Digivolution cost. So you pay 2 memory to Digivolve into Fighter Mode. Now Fighter Mode has that Digivolution effect where you place Dragon Mode to the bottom of your deck, and now he doesn't activate any security. You're doing all of that from 3 memory, leaving your opponent at 3 memory. Now, you also have tie out, so he's got security attack plus 1, and then you also have Imperialdramon, and since this does have Imperialdramon in its name, he gets security attack plus 1 from him too. So you're leaving your opponent at 3 memory, and you're swinging for 3 checks. Pretty cool, huh? This deck is pretty wild. If you play it right, it can do some pretty cool stuff. But I also don't think that it can really keep up with the current meta and how aggressive some of the decks are right now. However, with the new ban list, Imperialdramon might actually have a place to shine in the meta. So that's my Imperialdramon deck profile. I have some really cool proxies because the set isn't out just yet. The gift boxes just came out, I think, yesterday. But I haven't had a chance to go see if any of the stores around me have them. I'm just patiently waiting for my booster boxes in the mail. Yeah, this deck is really fun. I think it's really cool. It's just not as powerful as the hype may make you think it is. But yeah, that's Imperialdramon, red and purple. What a really cool concept. So, are you excited for EX3 and Imperialdramon? Let me know in the comments below. So that's Imperialdramon and EX3. What do you guys think? I think he's freaking cool. So if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much. You're an absolute legend. Make sure you like the video, hit subscribe so you don't miss out on all my uploads. Because pretty soon I'm going to have Imperialdramon blue and green versus Imperialdramon purple and red. I think it's going to be a really fun battle to watch, so stay tuned for that. Bonus pack. Got some cross encounters with us. Can we get that Ghost Alphamon? Psh, I doubt it. Alright, let's see what we got. We got, Cyberdramon. He's a cool guy. Defense plugin C. Pion Dump, Burning Star Crusher, Red Vegemon, Kyubimon, Asoramon, ooh, Pikmons, nice, Breaklaw, Palmon, ooh, Justimon Critical Arm, oh, and Wisemon. He's a cool Digimon. Some cool art. His alternate art is really cool. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!